can winning the World Cup give you a social progress boost? Or vice versa, can social progress help you win the World Cup? Now, at first glance, that does seem a bit crazy. If the former were true, Brazil, which has lifted the trophy more times than anyone else, would be a world leader in social progress, which it isn't, not quite yet anyway. And if the latter were true, the Nordic countries that monotonously top the Social Progress Index rankings would have a vice-like grip on the World Cup, which they don't. But if we think about it in a slightly more subtle way, does winning the World Cup change a country's social progress trajectory? Or maybe a country's social progress trajectory influences whether they win the World Cup or not. We can test this hypothesis by looking at winning countries' social progress scores before and after claiming the trophy. To do this, we're going to look at the winning countries this century, which means Brazil in 2002, Italy in 2006, Spain in 2010, Germany in 2014, France in 2018, and Argentina in 2022. What we find, in general, is that winning the World Cup is actually not good for your social progress. After Italy won in 2006, its rate of improvement slowed by half. Pretty much the same thing happened to Spain after they won in 2010. And Argentina's victory in 2002 was followed by a sharp decline in social progress. Others like Brazil in 2002, Germany in 2014 and France in 2016 saw no real change in their social progress trajectory after taking the title. No country saw an improvement in their trajectory after lifting the trophy. So sadly, our first proposition is a wipeout. Winning the World Cup does not boost your social progress. But what about the other way around? Does an uptick in social progress boost a country's chances of winning the World Cup? And that might be important to know if you're betting on the outcome. Here we see one clear pattern, which is that no country has won the World Cup in this century with declining social progress in the 4 years before the tournament. If we follow that through, on that basis, don't put your money on the US or Canada to win the World Cup on home soil, since they're both declining on social progress. And even other countries that are footballing favourites have got real social progress issues, which may be a reason to avoid them in the betting. Argentina, the holders, France, the favourites, as well as top-rated the Netherlands, Portugal and Spain, are all on a downward social progress trend, which, if the pattern holds, means they're not going to be World Cup winners. What this means, by a process of elimination, is that our tips for the World Cup are Germany, Morocco and England just. And if you're looking for an outside bet, the football analysts haven't really given Mexico much of a chance. But since they're on a social progress trend, they're in with a shout, might be worth a flutter.
If you want to learn more about going beyond GDP, Social Progress Imperative has the tools to help you. Our flagship Global Social Progress Index covers 170 countries with data going back to 2011. Through 57 different indicators, the Global Social Progress Index gives you a rigorous and comprehensive assessment of how countries are performing on real quality of life. For information on all of these tools, go to our website at socialprogress.org.